So as you can tell by the title of this one, I'm going to have a quick one for you today. Something I've been wanting to do for a while now is get into TIG welding. So I've been putting away a few dollars over the past few months and decided that it was finally time, now that Primeweld had their TIG225x back in stock. So today we're going to do a quick unboxing just to have a look at what comes with the TIG225x when you order it directly from primeweld.com. They're based out of New Jersey. And then we're going to talk about cost of entry into the TIG welding game. As far as my experience has been over the past couple of days with regard to the purchase of this, buying my own argon canister, and a couple other light consumables. So let's get into the unboxing and we'll see what we have. So I've just got the box laid here on the floor. We're going to go ahead and break this open. As I start taking stuff out, I'll just lay it up here on the lift and we'll talk about what we've got. So here goes. I'm pretty excited for this. I've been wanting to get into TIG welding for a long time now. I've got a bunch of projects planned that I'm definitely going to put up videos of. I figured it might be some stuff that you guys would enjoy. I know I enjoy watching it, so that's why I do it. So right off the hop, we've got our owner's manual. The model is the TIG225A AC/DC. Now, in the unboxings and other reviews of this I've seen, they package these things up really well, and apparently that's something only, I guess, manufacturers of the more expensive higher-end welders do. But we'll see how it goes. Pull this top foam off. So this is a clamshell type top foam. It completely encases your welder. You can see how it goes in around the handle on the top of the welder and keeps things nice and packed in well. So here's the unit itself. Pull back the little foreskin here. You Americans might not know what one of those is, but up here in Canada we got them all the time. So there's the actual welding machine itself. Bottom half of clamshell still in the box. Here we have our first accessory box, and in this one we have our CK Worldwide torch. This is an actual CK Worldwide torch. I watched the Fabrication Series review on this one, and he called and confirmed with CK Worldwide themselves that that Primeweld do actually in fact package authentic torches from them in their welding machine kits. There's our 125 to 120 or 110 to 220 converter plug, so you can run this on 110 or 220. I'll be running it on 220. And here's just a very basic consumables kit. So you got a piece of tungsten. We've got our collets, cup collars, and whatnot for our torch. So it's going to be extras, I'd assume, the torch stuff, because you're going to have stuff in there. Here's our finger switch that you mount on the torch. I'm pretty sure this comes with a foot pedal as well, though. So that's it for box numbered 2. We'll toss it over there. Pull this other piece of clamshell out so we can get it in the box. And yeah, down in the bottom corners you can see this box is really robust. They put these little tack welded corners in. Keeps the corner of the box from crushing. It's nice and protected. Keeps the welding machine nice and protected during shipping. So here we have box number 1. So I'm going to assume we're going to find our pedal and a couple other things in here as well, if I don't drop it on the floor. So we've got this box of the way here now. Welding mask. If you're familiar with TIG welding, it takes 2 hands to TIG weld, so maybe that's for spectators. Got this really robust pedal, and now I know one complaint on the older version of this, I guess the last run came with a pedal that wasn't so good, but apparently they corrected that with this version. So here's the pedal for control. We've got a braided copper ground lead. I'm pretty sure these are rated for 315 amps from what I've been reading and seeing. We've got our stinger for stick welding, so you can use this machine as a stick welding machine as well. That's also something I haven't done before, but I'm sure it's something I'll definitely give a go. I mean, I got my Lincoln MIG Pack 140 for doing mild steel work and stuff like that when I don't need TIG. But I would like to give the stick stuff a go as well. I wonder, I've never had to do like a strike to start the arc type thing, and I think it's something I'd be interested in giving a try. And so then here is our gas line for hooking up our canister. And finally in here, we've got our simple argon regulator. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this stuff up and we'll take a closer look. So there you have it. This is all the stuff that comes in the box when you order your Primeweld TIG225x from Primeweld in New Jersey. So we've got our adapter from 220 to 110. The machine itself comes with a 220 plug, as you can see here. We've got some consumables, so a few cups. We got one piece of tungsten there. We got our collets and such. We got our finger switch for mounting to our CK Worldwide torch. We've got our foot pedal. We've got our stinger for doing stick welding. We've got our copper braid ground connection there. We've also got our argon regulator, as well as the hose we use to connect the regulator to the back of the welding machine itself. We've got our mask. Now this is not really useful. I'll probably end up trying to make something that I can record welding shots with using my iPhone. So it might come in handy for that. And then last, and certainly not least, as this thing's absolutely gorgeous, is the Flex Head CK Worldwide, I think it's a number 12 torch. So that's it for what comes in the box. Now let's have a quick discussion about the cost of entry regarding this gear, the bottle for gas, and what consumables will cost, and what the total cost is going to be now when I actually get into doing some TIG welding. So now we're going to talk about, I guess, total cost of entry is what I like to call it. So my, I guess my cost of getting into TIG welding. So I'm at the point now where I can actually hook all this up, get down over a piece of aluminum or a piece of stainless steel or a piece of titanium and start trying, because I haven't done it before, to TIG weld. So, machine was bought from Primeweld.com, directly from the manufacturer's website. It's American. So the cost of the machine was $799 on their website. Usually what I do is if I'm buying something, I'll put it in the cart and then I'll sleep on it. And sometimes if your email address is associated with the cart, you'll get an email the next day saying, hey, looks like you left something behind in the cart. Excuse me, here's a coupon code or a discount code to save yourself 10 or 15 bucks. So I did that and I got one, and the next day I went and put it in my cart, and I thought to myself, you know, instead of just going ahead and putting this in and saving 10 or 15 bucks, I'm going to call Primeweld directly. So I called them up. I said, I got a welder in the cart. I'm thinking about buying it today. I noticed there's a discount code spot to fill in. I never told them I had the discount code from the email or whatever. But I just said, you know, any chance you guys got a discount code for me? And he said, sure, here's a discount code for 10% off. So I put that in and saved myself $79.90 off the cost of the welder right off the hop. So what I paid for the welder plus the shipping, which was about 120 bucks in Canada, was $839.01 US. That, on the day that I bought it, converted to $1,154.96 Canadian. A couple days later, I got the notification from UPS that there were duty and import fees that had to be paid, and I was fully expecting this to be around 100 bucks, and they were. So the duty I then paid was $108.68. So that put my welding machine delivered to my door from Primeweld, New Jersey at $1,263.64 Canadian. Now I'll put the conversion of that as of today's date, I think it's July 31st, 2020, in USD, so you can see what that would be if, say, you lived on the opposite end of the country and it cost them that much to ship it to you. I got a funny feeling that if you're getting it shipped in the States, it might only be 40 or 50 bucks US to get it shipped. So then I went the day after and picked up my bottle of argon. So I paid $249.99 Canadian to own the bottle, and then I paid $60 for the gas that was inside it. So now going forward, anytime I want to refill the bottle, I go back to my gas distributor or welding supply distributor. I hand them that bottle. They hand me another bottle, and I only pay $60, and then that bottle's mine. It's just a straight exchange, kind of like a propane tank. So the cost then, I also bought a couple flap discs because I don't want to use the ones I've used on steel for when I'm cleaning up aluminum, because you know contamination is not good for TIG welding, aluminum and whatnot. But I paid, once again, $12.63.64 for the welding machine delivered to my door here on the East Coast of Canada. It was $384.32 taxes in for the gas, the bottle, and a pack of flap discs that I bought, for a grand total of $1,647.96. So I'll put here what that would be in American dollars as of today, which is like I said, the 31st of July 2020. So then the only other thing I didn't discuss is filler wire. So in talking to the guy at Praxair, which is the company where I bought the tank from, in talking about aluminum filler wire, he said, well, we've got 3 different sizes. There's 1/16, 3/32, and 1/8. And I wasn't entirely sure what I needed because it's not something I've done before, but he did have some experience in TIG welding, and suggested I just go with the smaller stuff first. So he gave me 7 lengths of 40-43 filler wire. So I've got like some 2x2 sheet of aluminum overhead. I bought it at a metal distributor's place a couple years ago, and that's the stuff I'm going to use to make like a skid plate for my motorcycle, probably a rad guard for my motorcycle. And then there's also a bit of work I want to do on the Mrs. bike where her clutch lever is broken off, and you can see it right here in this picture. If I can get one in, or a little video I'll insert here. I'm just going to build that up, and this old Tony did a really good job on fixing one on one of his bikes. So I'm probably just going to do the same thing as that, build it up with the filler wire and reshape it with file so we got a nice proper nub on the end of our clutch lever again. So there's a couple small projects I've got that I'm waiting to do, or that I'm looking forward to getting into, and those will be coming in the near future. Cost for a 10-pound container or cartridge or whatever you want to call it of filler wire at Praxair, I was quoted around $100, and I mean that would be enough filler wire to last me a long time. I'm not doing a lot of this yet. Hopefully I can get into it doing a lot more. It's something that I'd even like to try to drum up a bit of business of once I get to the point where I'm proficient enough that the work I do would be, I guess I'd be okay selling it or okay charging someone to do. But other than that, that's it for total cost. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. And as for a quick update regarding the C70 that I'm currently restoring, I was getting ready to start putting it back together, but then I ended up dropping the fork and the swing arm on the floor and chipping up the paint. So I've had to resand that. I'm getting ready to paint that again now. But once we get that painted, we'll start getting it back together. But either way, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.